So much happened around this tournament. Some of it wow, some of it fantastic cricket. All that happened around a touch disagreeable. But in the end, the best team won. The best team by a distance won. And India just putting up mind-blowing numbers in white ball cricket. In tournament play, 36 out of the last 38 results achieved. That is staggering. That is insane. And that is just telling you how far ahead of the pack India is going. So many heroes, so many young players coming together, developing at the right time, able to play on the big stage. So many behind the scenes as well. And I was delighted to see that the two Indian spinners, Kuldeep and Varun, actually brought the analyst out and said, thank you, well done to him. So let's start. We'll start with the final and then we'll look at one name from the whole tournament. I thought this was a coming of age of Tilak Varma. We've seen him play some swashbuckling innings. We've seen him struggle a little bit in the middle order. He walked back into the middle order for this tournament, but this was a serious innings. I saw somebody say that this was Kohli-esque and you cannot get higher praise than that for an innings. I love the calm with which he played, the assurance with which he played, the awareness of the situation, knowing what to do exactly at a particular time, knowing when to put your foot hard on the pedal. These young players, I mean, he's only 23 years old. These young players are so ready. Tayyar is an expression we used to use a lot in Hyderabad. They are so ready. So absolutely loved Tilak Varma. And he's going to get a lot of accolades, but well done, as much for your skill as for your maturity. And that is saying a lot. These young players are just fantastic. Abhishek Sharma, 314 runs at a strike rate of 200. It doesn't come off in one game, and you suddenly start to see panic buttons. You don't know what to do. That is the role that he played right through this tournament. I mean, as it turned out, India had other heroes to fall back on, got a little close. But what we saw of Abhishek Sharma is just sensational. Now, you look at Abhishek Sharma last 3 years, you look at Tilak Varma last 3 years, what do they have in common? I think they've got two things in common here. One, they're playing a very high pressure tournament where they're playing big roles, and so they're developing very, very fast. Abhishek Sharma 3 years ago to now, Tilak Varma 3 years ago to now, and I think you've just got to say, IPL, fantastic. Because all these players are getting into tough situations so often that they now know what to do. Abhishek Sharma is an absolute rock star. Don't worry, he didn't score in the final. There's one thing I would like to give kudos to. There is one thing I'm very, very happy about. I said right at the beginning, many heroes off the field too. And the reason I said it was, there's something right in the air around this team. The way they're nurturing talent, they're staying with talent, they're encouraging talent is astonishing. And we saw that with two players. Sanju Samson's playing out of position. The easiest thing would have been, I'd said that in my preview as well, put Jitesh Sharma in there. But what does Surya Kumar Yadav say? He says, no, he's been a match winner for India. He did 300 at the top of the order for India. We have to give him the opportunity to find himself in a different role, and he was told, come what may, you will play. Now, when you give a senior pro like that, that kind of support, he's going to give it all. And what about Shivam Dube? Played a big innings in the T20 World Cup final as well, but here he was told, you will bowl. He was told, we will back you to take the new ball in a final against Pakistan because Hardik Pandya is not available. Can you imagine what he's thinking about himself? He's thinking, I don't know about myself, but this team trusts me enough to give me that role. This team trusts me enough to push me in a difficult situation. And I thought the innings that he played was absolutely outstanding under pressure, hitting the big shots, but also those first 2 overs that he bowled. 2 overs for 12 in a final in the far play. Very, very well done, Shivam Dube. And to stem the tide in that very difficult situation, very, very well played to Sanju Samson. The stars of this win were the spinners. And I'm just looking at some numbers as I speak. Pakistan 87 for 1 in 10 overs, 33.9 overall in 38 balls. The spinners, 12 overs, 8 for 86. I'm not counting the 1 over by Tilak Varma. The frontline overs, from the spinners. Kuldeep Yadav's comeback, 2 overs, none for 23. The captain trusts him, 4 overs, 4 for 30. Akshar Patel, you hardly ever talk of Akshar Patel. He's always there. In tough situations with the bat, today bowled an over in the power play, and Varun Chakravarti, captain's dream. Varun, will you bowl in the power play? Yes, I will. Varun, will you bowl right at the death at the 19th over? Yes, I will. And I'll keep delivering. Down and up again. The rejuvenation of Varun Chakravarti is one of the stories of Indian cricket. As it turns out, it was a master stroke to pick both Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav. It tells you that the team was looking for wickets through those middle overs. The easiest thing would have been to play Bumrah and Arshdeep and play one of Varun and Kuldeep, which is what a lot of us had talked about at the start. But Surya Kumar Yadav, Gautam Gambhir, first they asked Hardik Pandya, will you bowl those tough overs? Then they asked Shivam Dubey, will you bowl those tough overs? I thought they said, doesn't matter if the runs go. We want to play our 2 best spinners. We'll play Akshar as the all-rounder through the middle and we'll just chase down whatever you score. But it turned out to be a master stroke because Kuldeep Yadav has come back with 17 wickets in this tournament. So, wow, absolutely happy, delighted, overjoyed. He bowled fantastic right through the tournament. What about Pakistan? It's a problem they need to resolve because, as it turns out, they played their best cricket against India, but they had this poor game against the UAE, got out of jail against Bangladesh, could have been in trouble against Sri Lanka, and really, with a little more character and fight, should have wrapped this up. They won the first 10 overs, by the way, in both innings. But I'm starting to think now in that middle order. I've always thought there was ability there, but I'm starting to doubt that now because you've gone through the whole season without a whole tournament, without a substantial contribution from that middle order. And much as I talked about with the Indian players, and this is not just chest thumping, this is an observation. Much as I thought with the Indian players that they're growing because of the air they're breathing, because of the confidence they are being given, because of the quality of cricket that they are surrounded by, I fear the Pakistan players are not growing as much. There's a lot of talent in there, but it's not growing as much. It's something for them to resolve. India have to find a way to get Surya Kumar Yadav when he's captain to score runs. I mean, it's phenomenal player. He will come back, but he's just going through a rather extended lean run with a very good IPL, by the way, in between. And so, we've reviewed the final, the tournament, without mention of 2 of the biggest names in Indian cricket. Shubman Gill, Jasprit Bumrah. I have seen over the last 36 months, 48 months, take the time span that you will, and Jasprit Bumrah has never disappointed. We have come to expect so much from him that even a step down for Bumrah feels like a massive climb down. And that is something the greatest in the world have to live with. Bumrah came back in the final. Even though a little off color in the first 2, came back, picked up wickets. When the ball swung, he was there. But there was no major contribution from Jasprit Bumrah, no major contribution from Shubman Gill. Genuinely, this Indian team is an ensemble cast, full of wonderful players willing to play different roles. And the quality in this team is something that you will not see for a long, long time. So, well done, India. Very well done. 36 out of 38 completed games in the last 2.5 years is astonishing. Now move on. India will have to start getting ready for the T20 World Cup. And we say goodbye to the Asia Cup, a tournament that was marked by a very high standard of cricket that India played, but also a tournament that was marked by fair amount of hostility everywhere, enormous pressure on the players, ill will, confrontation, dissent. I'm happy with what we saw, but I'm happy that it's over.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.